So my husband left me and my four children while I was jobless, and I am still jobless and carless, and he just did not care. And of course, with all of that, I did push him to like leave. Like, I'm like, you need to leave, because honestly, it's so much that I've been dealing with him that even though I'm jobless and carless, I just felt like I just needed peace. It was that bad to the point where I didn't even care how I'm gonna pay my bills. I just needed you to go, right? And so he eventually left one night. Did not say bye to his kids as usual. He wasn't gonna say bye anyways, but he just left, and never really said nothing else after that. He did came and get his boys like on Father's Day, but that's only because his mom asked to see them. And yeah, that's another story with the mom, because honestly, his mom is like an enabling mother. And I'm gonna go into details with why I say that, but yeah, that man left, and honestly, he just not give a crap how my rent was paid. And honestly, it was paid because my mother helped me pay my bills, and he knows this. And it's kind of sad because it shouldn't be like this, and I hate this for me and for my mother, because my mother should not be the one paying to help your children stay afloat. Like, that's so crazy to me. And he's so big on, oh my gosh, you have money from whatever income tax, whatever. And I did have that money. And when he left, because he left before, but he came back, I literally was using that to pay my rent. And then I use it to pay for other things, you know, my car insurance, all that type of stuff. So really, I didn't have much money left. And I had to take in consideration like certain other little things, like my my car insurance that's every month, and light bill. So it's like whatever money I have, it's not because I'm being like, oh my gosh, I don't want him to have this money. Well, I just knew that something was going to be up, so I had that money as like a backup plan to pay for my bills while I try to figure out life, because sooner or later I knew that he was going to leave or something was going to happen. And of course, so yeah. So he just pressed on, oh my gosh, you have money, so I don't need to pay for nothing, blah blah blah. And that's just the mindset he has. So he left thinking that I'm good because I have some little tax money to pay for my rent. Like, even if I did, like, that's your duty as a man, sir. I'm sorry, I don't know where that fly came from, but that's your duty as a man to help pay the bills and take care of your children. And not to mention, we are married. Like, I don't care what we're going through. Like, nobody should operate the way how my ex-husband to be operates. And I have to say that because I can't even in my own mouth say husband, because that is not my husband, y'all. Like, that man is a narcissistic individual. And my whole, now I'm looking back, my whole 4 years of being with him has not been real, like, at all. The constant accusation and just all the projection that he always projected on me, turned out it was him the whole time, bro. And I didn't realize that and know that until after he left. After he left is when everything starts to come clean. And it's crazy. Like, I literally had to catch myself, because like, it was just a lot. Like, I'm like, are you serious? This whole time, this man is accusing me of doing all these crazy things. And it was him. Like, we are married, and it was in March. We had like a big argument or whatever. And of course, I'm always bringing up divorce because, like, hello, is either we're gonna work on this marriage and make it better for us and our family, or yes, we need a divorce. And even though I say these things, I really just want him to just step up and be a man and see that he needs to work on himself. But he just don't want to do that. But because I said that, now he make that an excuse because I caught him writing females on Instagram or whatever, which is always a thing. Like, this man have no self-control with just adding women and talking to women. Like, again, if you know narcissistic people, you know that they constantly need validation. I used to give it to him in the beginning stage of dating, and you know, just that first year, it's like all sweet and thing because he was love bombing the crap out of me. But now I came to that realization after that, so everything kind of like starts to fade away because I'm seeing his true character, and now it's getting more exhausting, and I can't validate his wrongdoings anymore. I'm just seeing him for who he is, and now I'm calling him out, and I'm letting him know, like, you can't think like this. You need to change your mindset. You gotta, all these things. It's not because I'm down on him, but because I genuinely just want better for him. He can't handle that. So he constantly have to try to go find women to validate him, right? Instead of trying to work on himself. Anyways, long story short with that, it was March. I said divorce and whatever, was arguing and whatever. And this man took it upon himself that because I said that, it was okay for him to go and talk to other women. And not only that, went on a whole freaking date. Like, how are you married and going on dates? Like, what? I saw in his email he had a reservation at Painting with a Twist. Mind you, when we first started dating, that was the first place he bring me. And now that's the first place he bring her. Go figure. Have no damn, like, nothing about himself. It's just basic. Same thing. Same cycle. Same everything. He decided to bring her to Painting with a Twist in Orlando and also book hotels, and they went out for dinner. And I noticed because after everything, I actually figured out who she was, her number. And so I called her. I probably didn't mean to even do that. Not mean to do that, but I probably shouldn't have done that. But I don't know. When you love somebody, it's like I still, I still love him because that's just me. My love is genuine, but I just wanted to know. So I called her, and we were just talking, and she told me, like, yeah, they went out to Painting with a Twist, and after that they had dinner. And then she even knew that he had a hotel book, but she was like, she just wasn't like comfortable about going into a hotel, whatever, and that was it. So that's that. Not only that, but he was talking to that one. He was talking to some other girl named Tina, and who the list just goes on and on. All of this while we are still married, and yeah. But that same time, he will turn around and be like, "Oh, I'm cheating. I have cheated. I cheated when I was working at the hospital. I this, I that." It's just constantly, and I'm like, why does somebody, like, why do you have to, like, accuse me like this? Like, I'm literally not doing anything. For the most part, if I have to take accountability for anything in my relationship, in my marriage, it's the fact that I'm so, like, eager to try to, like, get elevated. I'm trying to, like, figure out what can I do for my family, because I am tired of, like, living in this rat race of just always trying to live from paycheck to paycheck. So I'm always just trying to, like, focus on my business and see what I can do to make it work, and sometimes that can make me forget, like, okay, I need to live in the moment and, just be here for my partner. Like, hey, how are you doing? How are you keeping up? Stuff like that. I can take accountability for that. But other than that, I am not entertained by anyone. I have not cheated on this man for the 4 years that we've been together, and I wasn't even planning on it because I just wanted my family, and I actually love that man. But that man did me so wrong. Like, multiple women this man has been dealing with, and not to mention my whole marriage. It's like it was literally a lie. My whole marriage, he had dating apps. Again, he accused me of having a dating app named Bumble. Bro, I have never even downloaded that a day in my life. And I've seen the little commercial, when you are on certain things, then you start to see the commercial. And that's what's like, you've been on Bumble? Yeah. I'm like, no. And my little innocent self, my pure heart is like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like, the devil trying to ruin us and trying to, whole time. I don't know if he had Bumble, but he definitely had Match and whatever else he had. But he had a dating app this whole time in our marriage. Like, it's just crazy to me, yo. Crazy, because I would never do somebody like that. But he sure do me the most dirtiest way. Like, the betrayal is so strong. And the worst part about all of this, after he left, he really still feel like he's the victim. He really feel like it's my fault. And it's just crazy to me. Like, crazy, crazy, crazy. And yeah, he's already on Facebook dating app. And the crazy part is, y'all, he left his old phone here. He gave my son his old phone. And I don't know how he slacked off, but he never logged out of Facebook. So that's why I'm able to see that he's on a Facebook dating app, and I literally see all the messages that he sent these women. And let me tell you, this man is lying through his teeth to these women, and it's kind of disgusting. And I feel bad for them because now I'm seeing, like, this is exactly how he did me. And even looking back when we first started dating, I'm now seeing the red flags that I seen, but I chose to ignore. But I'm seeing it clearly now because I just have no other choice but to see it. And this is the same tactic he used on me. He's using on these women now. And literally, these people will literally drain everything from you because after he left me, I am so drained. I'm still trying to like work on myself to get myself back, but he took all my identity, and with all that identity that he took from me, he go to the dating world and then show all these qualities that's mine. He not project it to himself, and he be like, oh yeah, I love nature, I have a tea business, all these things, gardening, hiking. That's all me. He took all that out of me, and now it's bringing it as if he's this person when he's not. But sooner or later they're gonna understand that he's not, because the same way he came to me at the time 4 years ago, I was trying to start my t-shirt business. I used to print. I had my whole vinyls and my heat press, everything set up here at my home. And that's what I used to do. And then I remember he's coming to my inbox. Oh, I seen you talking about your business or whatever. You can tell me more about that? Something like that. And I was just, telling him about my clothing business, whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, I sell t-shirts too, and kind of basically do the same thing. And I'm trying to get this little logo thing that's tangible, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, we in the same, like, that's cool. Of course, you know? And that was that. But let me tell you, since he tell me that time, and we met and everything, I ain't hear nothing about that shit no more. It's like, it's crazy. So I'm guaranteed when he talk to these females, it's the same thing. He just want to sell himself, and he wants that validation, like, oh, that's cool. Like, it's just, yo, these people will literally give you a headache because they just different. I don't know. I don't know. Just talking about it is stressing me the hell out. But he left us, and mind you, I have 2 kids for him, and I have 2 other kids before him. So it's 4 of us, but 2 of them is his children. Um, this one is almost 10 months old, and the other one is 3. But yeah, he left us for dead. Do not give a damn. And I promise you, he's gonna have all the excuses in the book to say why he did it. And yeah, and obviously it's gonna be my fault. But yeah, so right now my mom paid my rent, and literally next month is coming, and again, I'm sure he's not going to help. But that's okay because I'm gonna figure it out no matter what. But it's just the fact that how can someone be that evil? Like, these are your children. But from what I've learned, I don't think narcissistic people even love their children, to be honest. Like, this man will sit and watch me struggle with the kids. Like, while he sit down in the couch, I had the baby in my hand, I'm trying to help the other toddler, and he will just sit there and watch me. He will be downstairs jamming on his phone with his headphones on, and I'm upstairs drowning. That's how this man treat me. But then somehow he's gonna always find a reason to say it's my fault. Like, at this point, I don't even care. Like, it's no point of trying to even explain myself to people because somehow he's gonna try to make himself look like the victim. And it's so frustrating because, dude, what? Like, how could you not sit with yourself and reflect and see how awful you are? Like, I just don't get it. But it is what it is. He's moved on, and he's on dating apps trying to find the next victim because, probably wants somewhere to stay because obviously, I mean, he's a felon, so you don't have the opportunity to really go rent an apartment in his name. So, you know what I'm saying? That's probably why he stayed so long with me. It's not because he genuinely loved me, but it's just the access that he had to me. And it's kind of sad and it hurts because it's like, damn, like, you mean nothing was real? It's kind of crazy, but hey, you live and you learn. This has taught me a valuable lesson, and it just sucks that I have to bring children in it because I never wanted any more children. My boys from another guy is going to be 13 and 12 this year. Like, I was back on track. I already been a single mom. I already been through it. I know what it's like. And I thought that I married right this time and was gonna do it right. But now I have to be a single mom all over again when I didn't even want any more children. I was like good with my other 2. But I married him and I loved him, and he didn't have any kids. So I decided to compromise and give him kids, and we really plan on one. the first one, and then this happened. This little one came out of nowhere, but I never wanted children, and now I'm stuck with the children while he just lived his life, and it's just crazy. Crazy. He's the one that wanted children, not me. And because I loved him, I did that for him, and now I get to suffer with them. It's just crazy, but it is what it is. There's like so much more to it, but I don't know. I really want to try to make a YouTube account, so I'm trying to post this. I want to stay consistent. It's a lot because one day I'm okay and the next day I'm crying, I'm sad, I'm heartbroken, I just feel so betrayed, I feel used. Sometimes I feel like, damn, like what is wrong with me? Like, why couldn't he just, like, you mean you was just playing me the whole time, so that means you didn't really care about me? Like, you never even loved me? But, you know, it's normal to think that way, but I constantly try to remind myself that it's not my fault, and, you know, just keep pushing. So there's a lot more to it, and I'll try to, like, bring more story out, but that was just kind of like the main thing. And yeah, so I'll try to talk to you guys again soon.